When I have to deal with any kind of problem in life, there is usually two options. Either I'll really try my best to solve it, the problem, or I try to hide it from myself and others. Pretend it's not really there. Cover it up. For example, I was traveling a lot in Europe, and when you travel, you don't always have your routines, you don't have time to work out, or you don't have time to eat the way you got used to, So I got a few kilos, maybe 2 kilos, maybe 3. So I could feel that, okay, I'm already getting the kilos, and one option would be to cover my kilos with some black clothes, and so nobody can see it, also me. I would think I'm not having the problem because I don't see it when I look in the mirror wearing black clothes or something. Or I could actually do some extra working out and get rid of it, or really go back to my routines with the food and make sure I'm going back to normal, which I think I kind of did so far. It looks like I'm back to normal. I have to still stand on I actually have it here. Maybe I should I check it out? How much are we? Funny. No, I still have to get rid of 2 kilos. Yeah, it's practical. You see how it works? I thought I lost at least 1 kilo, but I still have to get rid of 2. So facing the problem, standing on the weight, and checking out the problem. So this was like real life. And we all, men and women, we go through this, in our lives. Trying to hide the problem, not to look. Yeah, and men do it, for example, sometimes if they feel they are weak, but they want to be strong, instead of doing something to become strong, they just try to look strong, They just try to look really strong, this extra alpha kind of stuff. It looks performative. And the same with women, Women are not better. I would say they perform not less, especially with all these artificial things they put in their face and everywhere. Artificial hair, artificial everywhere, and eyelashes and makeup itself. Makeup is also a good example, because I think makeup it's good for playing a theater. If you go to a theater, it's good to put some makeup on so that you can change yourself. Instead of being yourself, you can play some other role in the theater. So makeup is really good if you want to perform. But do you really need so much makeup in everyday life? What are you trying to hide as a woman? Maybe some insecurities? Instead of facing the insecurities and dealing with the problem, you put a big amount of makeup on yourself and trying to, to cover something that you don't want to face. And again, makeup is just an example. We, men and women, we do this. We do this through our lives. And it's kind of like a norm. And I think it's good to look into it. If I would consider makeup as an example, I would just say, why don't you want to be authentic? And if you say, well, I have some skin problems, then people who have skin problems, they just use the concealer to hide the problem, but They don't need to put some extra colors and extra eyelashes, you know. I would be the person to say, I don't have eyelashes, you know. Look at me. Do you see any eyelashes? I guess you don't, because my natural eyelashes are very light. You cannot really see them. If you look at me, you probably think I don't have them. I do have them. But maybe you could have a look. Can you see my eyelashes? I do have it, you know, but you can hardly see them. And I could be the one saying, I have a problem, so I definitely need to use makeup. I'm the one who needs artificial eyelashes because I don't have the natural ones. I'm so unfortunate. I have to fix it. I could react like this, but you know what? I'm the one who has this kind of eyelashes that nobody sees. And I'm fine with this. It's me, it's my face. This is how I look, you know? And like, this is how people who I love would see me anyway. Like at home, or, you know, you don't want to perform at home or somewhere, you know. It would be funny. Then why do you want to impress strangers? Or is it just a self-confidence boost, you know? But then you have to work with your self-confidence, you know, with insecurities and stuff. So it's all like, when I look at the makeup, which is like totally, it's not the biggest problem in the world, but it's a good example of not wanting to be authentic and not wanting to face your own face and trying to perform somebody else. Like, I'm like this, you know. I have these big eyelashes, you know. I know. Yeah, we all do it in different places. I don't think I'm different, but I try to be aware of this kind of behavior. And if I catch myself that I still have to get rid of 2 killers, then I will work on it, you know, instead of ignoring it, hiding it from myself. And very often when we try to hide, it makes us look even worse, you know, at the end. Because again, our loved ones, our close ones are going to see the real you, unless you're going to perform in the bedroom as well. I hope not. Like, if you take makeup, I had a few occasions in this life where I used makeup, and some of it I think it fits, you know, some occasions. Again, like a wedding, because the bride is supposed to be the most beautiful in the room. It's kind of like a game. It's kind of a theater in a way, this performance, you know. I mean, not the real marriage, but the celebration is very like decoration and all of this. It should be celebrated, so you put extra effort into making everything look beautiful somehow. And it's kind of part of the game, you know. Or I remember, like, some years ago, my sister, she really enjoyed photography, and she asked me to be a model for her, you know, because she said, yeah. And she would put professional, you know, the professionals would come and would put professional makeup on me professionally. And she would make the pictures. And I even have on Instagram a picture of me with the makeup and really rubber artificial elf ears, you know. There were some 2 ears, and she put it on my ears, and the makeup was there, and hair was also made, and so on. So it was a performance, you know. I had artificial things, ears and makeup on, and I don't look like myself there. And I remember some of my friends also, when they saw the pictures, they're like, it's not you, is it? Like, and I honestly think if you use in everyday life makeup to the point that people don't recognize you, that you're not really being you, you know? And you're so performative and so not authentic and not real, you know? Why? Actually, nowadays I would not even want to make such pictures, because with artificial intelligence I have allergy to everything which is artificial. I would not put those artificial rubber ears on me anymore, because it's kind of like everything which is artificial is like no. So now this feeling of not having anything artificial in my life, it actually became and being authentic instead of hiding from yourself. Not hiding, but being yourself. Not hiding under some mask, under some role. But building yourself up, improving yourself. Like if you need to lose weight, then losing weight. If you want to look better, then use like some things that actually will make your skin look more healthy and, you know, more, or your hair or whatever, instead of putting some chemical stuff into your face and thinking it's going to make you look good. And if you are over 40, I mean, for women over 40, I would really forget about it, because it underlines your age. It makes you look older. I mean, makeup. And also it conceals your human features, and everybody looks the same, kind of artificial, like a doll, you know, artificial face. There's no personality there. There's nothing that looks really authentic, you know. So when it comes to makeup, I really think if people cannot recognize you, it's too much. And you are trying to hide something, some insecurity, something in you that you pretend you're different to yourself. You're hiding some problem in yourself, you know? Or trying to cover up your Achilles with black clothing. It's the same thing. And people do it a lot. I've spoken with people who really had trouble with weight, and they say they're just lying. When they realize the problem later, they said, I was lying to myself. I was looking in the mirror and standing in the postures where I look the slimmest possible and covering it all up with the clothes that looked still nice, you know, instead of facing the problem, you know? Yeah. I think it's good to be aware. We all definitely have something in our lives where we're trying to hide something from us, so that we procrastinate solving the problem. I definitely have it. I definitely have it too. I don't know about you, but I have it. And I'm on a mission to notice this. And if you ever see in me that I am trying to hide something, like from myself, or performative, or not really being myself, I would want to know this. I would want to hear from you. Because also on this channel, sometimes I watch some videos where I think, was it actually me? Did I change, or did I perform, you know? Or was it just that I was so uncomfortable in front of the camera, which could also be the case. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video. I encourage you to stay authentic and real and face yourself, and not try to hide problems because they just show what you need to improve. And we are so good in hiding. I mean, now I can think about many things I'm hiding from myself. Maybe I'll share some other video, you know. Let me know if you notice this, maybe in yourself or other people. Do you see that this is quite a huge thing? That people, instead of being authentic, are trying to play some other role or mask their own face, their own self, and trying to look instead of being, you know. And if you see it in me, let me know too. Any constructive criticism is welcome on this channel. If you like it here, I hope to see you again in the next video.